Hey, what is up, you guys? How are you guys doing? Hold on, let me fix this microphone on here somehow. All right, don't mind my crazy hair. I didn't put no stuff in it yesterday and it just dried off cuckoo and cocoa puffs and it's all over the place. But I wanted to take advantage. Um, um, hold on. Hold on, you guys. Sorry, bit by text. They're not here right now, so I just wanted to have a conversation and about depression because I'm really going through it, you guys. Like I am really going through it, and it's just stressing me the hell out. And it won't go nowhere. And then after finding out about even though I didn't know DJ Twitch, but after hearing what he went through, like what I'm saying, and him taking his life, it just added on to I guess my own depression because it's like somebody who has all this money, who was doing great in his career, who was thriving, and to hear that he couldn't handle it and what I'm saying, exited out this world is like, who am I? What I'm saying? Who am I to still be holding on then? Like, I'm in a worse situation. I need to find more clients so that I can get more income so I can prove 3 times the rent so that we can find somewhere to live. I can't get people to book free discovery calls, which is so. When I tell you guys, it is so frustrating and so overwhelming because the amount of people that I know that are out there that need help and they still won't even work on themselves. And then we're wondering why so many people are committing suicide. And we're wondering why so many people are depressed and dealing with mental illness. And we're wondering why the mental illness is spiking up so much now. Like, come on. Like, it's just too much. You know what I'm saying? It's too much. And for a person who deals with it on a daily and who's taking care of 2 kids that have it and has to watch their mental states as well while I'm watching my own, it's frustrating, it's stressful, it's overwhelming, it is so depressing, and I don't ever want my kids to feel like they're the burden of my depression because they're not. You know what I'm saying? It's the fact that I can't provide them the life that I feel that they deserve. And that's what really makes me so damn depressed. And right now, I'm still trying to figure out where can I find a place to live? How can I find a place to live? Am I going to be able to get approved? Are they going to be okay with my income? Are they going to be okay with my rent debt on my credit? Like, I'm bringing my credit up, but it's not fully highly up there where it should be. Um, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just people. I'm struggling. I'm struggling hard. Like, I can show up for other people, okay? I can show up for y'all all day long. I can motivate y'all all day long, but it doesn't mean that up here I'm not struggling and battling my own demons and I'm not struggling and battling my own, trials and tribulations in my mind. Like, my suicidal is always up here. Always up here. On a rare occasion is it in the back. But it's always in my forefront. It's always with, see, your kids are better off without you. See, you can't give your kids the life they deserve. See, you can't even provide an apartment for them. You can't even provide a house for them. You can't even provide transportation for them. Like, it's stressful, you guys. It is very stressful. And then I don't get support. I don't get support. I don't even get support from you guys if I want to keep it 100. I mean, I know Melissa Carter, Lulu Baby, which I don't know where Lulu Baby has been because I haven't seen her. I know your neighborhood follower, I think was his name, her name, sorry. Um, was another one. Job Poetic, who I haven't heard from in a long ass time, was another one. Those are about the only ones that are my subscribers that actually comment and provide support. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, Where's the rest of you guys? I'm out here pouring y'all my true life story, like for real. And I'm giving it to y'all raw, like raw. And y'all just watch. Don't even like the video, and then you don't comment. That only co-signs in the back of my mind. See, you're not important, and what you got to say is not important, and what you got to say is not valid. Like, it's overwhelming to feel like, why am I going through all of this? I mean, I know I could help somebody else go through their trials and tribulations and support them and be there for them, but why am I going through all my trials and tribulations? Like, who's learning from it? Why? Who am I helping? Who am I helping by being so honest and open with about my own trials and tribulations and what I'm dealing with? Like, you guys, it's hard, you know what I'm saying? And now with Christmas coming, my budget is very tight and really bad. And it's like, all right, I gotta get the kids something for Christmas because of Santa Claus, and especially the 4-year-old, you know what I'm saying? I don't want her to outgrow her childhood so fast just because mommy didn't have the coins to do it. Like, I'm trying not to cry, you guys. I'm trying not to cry. But it's a lot, it's a lot. And I'm trying to do the best that I can with what I have to better our situation. And I'm falling upon deaf ears. Nobody wants to book that free call and see if they need a life coach or see if they can benefit from a life coach. Meanwhile, I know everybody's life isn't cool beans. It ain't all roses and flowers, you know what I'm saying? I know that everybody's going through their trials and their tribulations. So why not support each other? Why not support me by booking that free call, and I'll support you by giving you what you need in return? Like, I wish I could smoke right now, but there's no smoking in the room. And then I can't take the laptop with me outside so I can finish recording with y'all because my laptop about to die anyways. So right now I'm just stressed out. I'm stressed out, you guys. I love my kids to death and I wouldn't trade them for anything in the world. I want them to have better. I want that the day I do exit, whether it be because I lost my battle or because God took me, that my kids will be okay. That they'll have what they need to survive and be straight. Because with their disabilities, I worry so much. I worry a lot, because who's going to watch over them like I do? Who's going to care about them the way that I do? Who's going to love them the way that I do? It's a lot. And it's a lot when it's one person doing it on their own. It's a lot for a person who has two good legs and is doing it on their own. Imagine what it's like for me in the wheelchair and doing it on my own. I didn't want to cry, but it's a lot, and this depression ain't letting up. It's not letting up. It's like getting worse, and I'm starting to get a little worried, and I'm starting to get a little scared. Because I'm starting not to see the light at the end of the tunnel anymore. I used to see the light at the end of the tunnel, and I used to know everything was going to be okay, and I was going to be alright, and everything was going to be Gucci, but now it's like, I can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't want to cry. Sorry, I forgot I didn't text my cousin. She's my client, and I needed to check on her and see how she's doing. It's a lot, and it's stressful, and it's frustrating, and it's irritating, and it's overwhelming, and it's like, when is enough gonna be enough? When am I gonna get that break? When am I going to start receiving my blessings? Like, when are people gonna try to stop knocking me down? Like, when am I gonna have my chance to shine? When am I gonna get my chance to shine? Like, when am I gonna get my chance to shine? When is my break gonna come? When am I gonna be able to get on my feet all the way? Like, how am I gonna be able to get on my feet all the way? Because my income is limited. I'm surviving on my SSI, my daughter's SSI, my son's SSI. Um, I need more income to get a place. I need more clients. Like, I need to put myself out there more, which is harder to do because we're all in one room, so I can't record the content that I really want to record because I don't want it to look unprofessional with the little one in the background talking or yelling or playing. Like, I'm trying to work with what I have, and I just feel not heard. I feel like my words don't matter. Like, they really just don't matter. Like, my words just do not matter. Like, I don't know. It's just. I'm sorry. We're trying to pay for the mailbox because I get my mail sent to a mailbox for in case if I have to keep moving around. At least my mail will stay consistently and I don't miss any important papers, especially when it comes to SSI. Because I'm waiting to find out. I put an application in um, for the kids SSI because when I got approved, I found out that I was able to apply for the kids to have their SSI under my application, even though my two oldest get disability on their own for their conditions. They're entitled to another check because their parent is disabled. And I put in an application for all three of them. I thought, like, just the way the lady said it on the phone was like, oh, well, the two younger ones should start immediately. The older one's going to take longer because we have to go through her file and see if it's going to get approved. But I haven't had any extra pay or anything sent for the two younger ones, and I was counting on that to help me build back up my savings so that I can either try to get a car so I can start door dashing again to get more money, so I can build up more money, so I can find a place quicker. Like, I can have all these ideas, come up with all these game plans, but it's like everything just want to knock me down. It's like everything just wants to knock me down. Why? What have I done in my life that merits so much trauma and so much hardship? Like, listen to this, you guys. So I was originally supposed to be born like in November, I believe. Supposedly it was like ending of October, beginning of November. My birthday is actually December 5th. So apparently back in the day they would leave you in until they felt you were ready to come out. So I was in there longer than I should have been, and by the time I was born in so much feces. You know what I'm saying? I had poop everywhere. There was no more fluid left. And it just makes me always feel like, damn, you were born in shit and born to shit. So you must not be shit. That has always been my struggle. Like, I was born in shit and to shit. So how can I feel like I'm more than shit? I promise you guys I'm not trying to cry. I hate being this damn vulnerable. It just drives me freaking insane. But I know transparency is key, and I know that if I don't let it out, it's dangerous for me to keep it in my mind. You know what I'm saying? It's dangerous for me to keep it in my mind, so I have to let it go. And the only way that I can let it go is with you guys. And that's what I'm doing. I'm here to let out everything because I don't want it to harbor in my mind. I don't want it to turn into really dangerous suicidal thoughts. I don't want to do anything stupid, like I'm trying to hold myself accountable like I've been doing for all these years, especially since I started these platforms. But it's hard. It's a hard walk in the park, and like anything that happens is just knocking me down even more. Like the fire drill, the fire alarm going off, and me not knowing if we was gonna make it out of this building before the building burned, and me thinking my kids is gonna burn with me. That's still hard. Like, it's still right here. And then it all boils down to the same thing again. If you would have your legs, you wouldn't have this problem. Like, it all boils down to the same shit over and over and over and over and over. I feel like less of a mom. I feel like less of a mom because I can't jump. I can't run. I could barely play. But I just needed to let all this out before they come home because I don't ever want them to feel like they're my burden. I don't ever want them to feel like they make my life hard. I don't like when they see me sad. And then I don't have anywhere to go. I don't have anywhere to like just take a few minutes to myself and fall apart if I need to so I can feel better. Because they're always with me. And right now they're with my friend who took them to the mailbox to check our mail and pay and renew our mailbox. So I had to take this perfect opportunity to where I feel like I can let everything off my chest without my babies hearing me. I don't want to traumatize them. I want better for them than what I had. And I'm trying so hard. I mean, don't get me wrong. My mother was a bad mom, like, discipline-wise, just, she wasn't a mom. Like, we barely talked. She was always yelling at me and screaming at me, like, I barely heard I love you. I barely heard I cared about you. I barely heard you were special. You were beautiful. I didn't hear none of that stuff growing up. She was a provider. She was a provider, and that was it. Like, yeah, I had a roof over my head. I had a canopy bed. I had a Nintendo. I had every dumb thing you can think of because I was asking for dumb things because that's the only way that I can get attention. She was just a provider. She wasn't caring, comforting. She wasn't a safe place. She caused more trauma than I can care to mention. She caused more insecurities than I can care to mention. And then she kept causing trauma even as an adult. Like, who tells? Alright, so I've been in 3 relationships. That's how I got all 3 of my kids. That's why they have 3 different fathers. So I've been in 3 relationships. The ones before, like the other ones, I really don't consider them relationships. We didn't live together. You know what I'm saying? we probably dated for a few months or whatever, and or they weren't around my kids because I didn't consider them to be a relationship or whatever the case may be. So I've been in 3 actual relationships, and I say that because those are the only 3 relationships my mother knows that I've been through. Who tells their child's partner, I don't even know why you're with my daughter because she's a lazy fat ass and she doesn't do anything. Meanwhile, I'm the one cooking every day, cleaning and handling your household and my household, but I do nothing. Like, you were trying to bash me to these people that I'm supposed to be dating and I'm supposed to be trying to build a future with. Like, you putting me through the ground, bro, for what? Because you're not happy? Just because you're single and you're happy being single doesn't mean everybody wants to be single. I want love. You know what I'm saying? I want to genuinely be loved. I want something that was deprived. The only way that I would get love was from my grandparents. And then when my grandfather left, when I was 15, that was it. I lost a lot of my love. And I was so alone. So alone. And then my grandmother passes away, and my mother deprived me of being able to say bye to her. Like, the one thing I told her I did not want to happen was to have to go from the airport to the funeral home to pay my respects. I wanted to be able to say bye to her where she could hear me and know how much I loved her. Oh, you always talking so negative. You always doing this. You always doing that. That's not gonna happen. You gonna come. That same night, early in the morning, here we go with the call talking about she passed away. So exactly what I just told you the night before, what I didn't want to happen, was exactly what happened. And you were cool with it. You robbed me and my daughter's chance of saying goodbye. I hate depression because it brings back all of the depressing parts of my life. Like, it just brings everything to the forefront, and dealing with PTSD ain't no joke, and these suicidal thoughts are crazy. And just to feel so alone sucks. I can understand why DJ Twitch and Christopher Williams and other people that have been in the celebrity world lost the battle. I can understand why, because it's a very hard battle. It is a very, very hard battle. Overwhelming, stressful, unnecessary. Like, it's not an easy. You can talk till you turn blue in the face, but who really understands the words that are coming out of your mouth? Who can really comprehend, or who can really put themselves in your shoes so that they can feel what you feel? I just needed to let all this out because it's not safe for me or my kids if I continue to hold on to things. Like, I'm human and everybody has a dark side, and it's okay. You know, it's okay if you go dark every once in a while. It's just not okay to stay dark. It's not okay to stay in that place. It's not okay to build a home there. It's not okay to get comfortable there. That's how you lose your battles, and that's how you lose. And I'm not trying to lose. I'm trying to win. I'm trying to help as many people as I can. I'm trying to provide for my family. I'm trying to make a difference. Anyways, I feel like I'm just rambling, but thank you so much for listening. Check on your loved ones, you guys. Genuinely check on them. Like I said in my live yesterday, don't just go, "Hey, how are you doing?" Because if a person is suicidal, they may not tell you. They just may play it off like everything's calm, cool, and collective. If anything, like me, I do that. I'd be like, "Oh, I'm good. Everything's okay." They won't know when I'm dying inside. But I don't want to add my burden to anyone else because I feel like I'm a burden. I've always felt my whole life like I've been a burden. And that's the way I've always been taught to feel like I'm a burden. And I don't want to be a burden like I am to my kids. It's a hard road, y'all. I wish this was a better video, but I have to let it out. I'm my own support system. I can only count on me. Nobody really understands the pain until you go through it. Again, I'm sorry, you guys. I really did not come on here with intentions of crying. Oops, that was yucky. I really didn't. I had no intentions of being on here shedding no tears. I thought I was just gonna do an okay vlog, my mental state, and talk about depression and suicidalness and things like that. Instead, I just gave y'all my raw feelings. What I really feel inside and what I really think. I also want to offer myself, if y'all feel alone, you're not, and you're not the only one feeling alone. And if you feel stressed out and overwhelmed, reach out to me. I have no problems with helping you walk off that ledge so that you don't do anything crazy. I have no problems trying to get you back into a better mental state. It helps me with mine, knowing that I'm helping somebody else, and that on my trials and tribulations, I'm using all of my experiences and what I've been through to get somebody else into a better healthy state, into a better place. It gives me meaning and it gives me purpose. So if you need someone to listen to you, be there for you, I got you. Just hit me up, send me a DM, say it's urgent, whatever the case may be, and I got you. I'm not too busy to help someone else, especially when they're feeling alone, because I know what that feeling is like, and it's not nice, especially when you're already battling through so much mentally. Anyways, y'all, I'm gonna let y'all go. I haven't kept y'all too long. If you want to book a free discovery call with me so we can chit chat and sit down and figure out what's going on, feel free. Y'all can hit my website up, coachingwithlinetteh.com. I'll see if I can remember to put it in the description box. Or you just want to send me an email because you want me to cover any type of topics, or you just have a problem and you want me to answer a question for you on any of my videos or my podcasts, I can. It's Linette at coachingwithlinetteh.com. Don't feel free to reach out. I'm here, and it sucks when I hear crickets because it just makes me feel worse. All right, you guys, be blessed. Love y'all.